On Saturday evening, just after 4 p.m., in San Jose Palmar Village, a massive explosion was heard for miles through the community, sending shockwaves among residents. Unbeknownst to many of them, a bomb had just detonated, and one man was dead as a result. 25-year-old Jose Valencia had been hired to weld 2 hooks onto the side of what he was told were decorative training bombs. Tragically, it would be the last job he ever took. His sister, Jose Valencia, says she felt uneasy the moment she heard the explosion.
It was a terrible feeling. It's a feeling of shock because, I don't know, it just, in your body you just feel nervous, or it's a terrible feeling. You don't know what happened or who it was, but it's...
And what did it sound like to you?
Oh, it was a big blast, everything. The house shook, the zinc, everything. It was really loud, very frightening.
Former Orange Walk East Area Representative Dave Burgos had 3 bombs in his possession. Yes, actual bombs. After one tragically exploded and killed Jose Valencia, the Belize Defense Force stepped in and safely defused the other 2. Burgos says he thought that they were harmless training props meant for decoration, but the Ministry of National Defense confirmed they were real Mk-1 aircraft bombs, complete with spotting charges. Now, investigators are looking into possible charges as the community demands accountability.
At present, the police department, in connection with the Belize Defense Force, who is the primary experts as it relates to identifying and categorizing what exactly the device is, are in dialogue, and we're reviewing the Dangerous Goods Act to determine what, if any, charges can be brought in light of what the expert opinion as to what exactly that material is. Further to that, a file is being compiled in relation to the death of Mr. Valencia, and that will be forwarded to the office of the DPP for the directives therefrom.
One resident who was at home when the bomb went off says she's never heard of anything like this occurring in her community before and is fearful that other bombs may be in the area.
When we heard a loud bang, loud. And I said, what the hell that? You know, and then my younger daughter, she run out because her husband was downstairs. And then we see a puff of smoke. That's all we see.
And did you figure it was an explosion?
It was like the house kind of shake, right? And we never imagined a explosion. We thought that one gas tank, you know. So we were waiting to see fire.
Valencia was a welder by trade and had been working for Burgos for about a year. His uncle, Jonan Gutierrez, says that his nephew was incredibly responsible and a loving father.
He took on the responsibility of a father. He provided for his mother, for his siblings. He has 2 sisters and a younger brother. And 2 years ago, he had the blessing to be a father himself. So he was very excited. He did mention to us many times that he couldn't wait for his daughter, to be 5, 6 years old. He was very excited to see his daughter being a bigger girl. But unfortunately, that won't be possible.
Now his family is seeking answers and demanding justice. Amid their cries, they are asking, who will be held accountable for Jose's death?
It would be good for an investigation because my brother did not deserve this. He had his whole life to go. He had his daughter to live for, and it was something very unfair because he was just doing an honest job, and to die like that, that's nothing nice.
Would you guys classify this as gross negligence on behalf of his employer?
Well, yes. Why not? I mean, why would you have something like that at your home? How will you not know that it is dangerous? How will you put somebody's life there? Why weren't you beside there standing up? Why didn't you get hurt too?
According to the Minister of Home Affairs, Karim Musa, police are combing through Belize's laws to determine what, if any, charges can be levied. Will the British military take any responsibility for leaving behind these deadly devices in Belize? It's a concern that's now front and center as investigators dig deeper into how this tragedy unfolded.
That is something that we will have to get legal guidance on in terms of responsibility, how it is that Mr. Burgos even came into possession of these things, because like I mentioned, and as it turns out, extremely dangerous to have in your possession something like that. So we'll have to look at the legal options.
Authorities are advising the public to immediately contact the Belize Defense Force or the Belize Police Department if any more of these bombs are spotted, and the public is advised to avoid attempting to move or dispose of them on their own accord. Britney Gordon for News 5.